My name is James Williams Jr. This is Coming for Havoc number 2. And if you are under 18, then you don't need to be a part of this video. So please, walk away. Turn away, walk away, do whatever you need to do, but go away. I mean that with the utmost respect. So I was watching on Facebook this young lady who did a poetry about rape and sexual harassment and stuff. And with the enlightenment of everything that's been going on in the news here in Virginia, with the Rolling Stone magazine and the allegations of rape culture here at the university, I want to address this real quick. Because I understand it. I hear what that young girl's saying. And she's about 1,000% right. Because as a man, I will not lie and I will own every time I've ever given a woman a cat call or a whistle. I'm a straight man and I love looking at women. But I'm not going to go and grope them and grab them without their permission. Alright, just to get that out the way. I'm not going to be caught with a Billy Bush, Donald Trump thing going on. And I have said lewd things, but I own it. I also don't have a politically correct job, so this shouldn't be able to come back and bite me in the ass. I'm trying to be an actor, period. And when I'm hearing about this, because I have nieces, I have sisters, and no man will ever understand half of the shit that a woman goes through. And I can't really say that no one will ever understand what a man can go through, because, hey, women are up to speed on a lot of things that men are not. So you need to understand that. And with this thing about these rape cultures and these rape allegations and all these things, rape is the worst crime ever. And when it's touching into the lives of a teenage kid who's just learning about her body, and men are making her feel uncomfortable and all this shit, we need to step up as men. And we gotta stop. If the woman is 18 or better, there's an appropriate place and appropriate time for adult appropriate stuff. But anytime you look at a video and you see a young woman who is barely beginning her teenage life, barely finding herself, and now she's completely distraught, disdained, and uncomfortable for being a woman and all this other stuff, it kind of makes you gotta sit back and think, this could be my daughter one day. This could be my sibling. This could be me in another life. For all the evil karma that I've done in this life as a man, I could come back in the next life and be that same little girl going through that same shit. So as I said before on many of my addressing rape videos, no means no. But we also, as men, need to teach our daughters what to do. We also need to teach our daughters not to be afraid to open up their mouth. As a man with no children, I can only say, I have nieces and nephews in which I've had a part in raising them to a certain extent. I would never want to see any of them hurt or feel that way. I put my 3-year-old niece on the bus every day. I know she's going to school and her teachers take good care of her and all that. And it's the outside world that I'm worried about. You can't shelter your children forever from the ways of the world. And that's cool and everything, but you can prepare them. In fact, we have to prepare them. And this is going out to every black man who has a child. Daddy up, yo. Daddy the fuck up. It's not that damn difficult. I'm not a daddy, and I do the daddies of the siblings, children of mine, without fucking remorse. But I've lost a lot of my life doing their job. So I didn't get to go out and be a daddy of my own because I'm stepping up to do the jobs that the men won't do. So I implore you all out there, if you have children, daddy the fuck up. Don't make somebody else do your job. You do it. No, it's not that difficult. And I'm sure you're looking at me and say, yeah, James, it's easy for you to say that because you don't have kids. Well, let me play devil's advocate on that. The reason I don't have kids is because I'm generally taking care of someone else's. So how can I go out and make my own and set an example if I'm too busy doing the job that someone else fucked up on? Now, let's get back to the young lady doing the poetry on the rape case thing. You want to check out my Facebook page at James Williams Jr., Facebook, whatever the hell it's called. Just look for my name. I'll be on there with the bow and arrow, with that damn dragon right there, And I shared it, so, you'll be able to find it one way or another. But the thing is, we have to step up. We have to protect our girls. We have to teach our boys that rape is wrong, and that once a girl says no, go home. Porn is free. You ain't never got to rape no chick as long as you got the internet. You got these things called cell phones. Hey, you hit on the little Wi-Fi button, man, and you can go to town on some porn. And hey, if you want to go the extra mile and pay that like $500 or $600 for those sex dolls, you got them. You don't need to go out and rape nobody. Now, when I was leaving the military, I'm probably gonna get a lot of flack from this from some soldiers, but when I was at Fort Benning, Georgia, when I was getting discharged from there before I got my full discharge papers when I got back here to Virginia, there was a lot of cases of male-on-male rape, and there was a lot of cases of female rape. And there's a lot of rapes in the military that go unheard of, unseen, which kind of is fucked up because we had our first 3 weeks, we went downrange after the first 2 days of being downrange. Our first 3 weeks was nothing but classes. Financial classes, don't lie about your rank to get pussy classes, and haircuts and why they are mandatory. You know, we had a whole bunch of shit that I can't really go into because most of that shit was irrelevant, and I was just basically a drone trying to stay awake because when we fell asleep, we had to do the head, shoulders, knees, and toes things and push-ups. Lots and lots of push-ups and battle buddies and all this other stuff, you know, and moving from the three companies that I was in, you know, because I was in Bravo, then I was in Delta, and then I was in Golf, and on the way out, I was back in Golf. Excuse me, I fucked that up. I was in Bravo, then I was in Golf, then I was in Delta, and then I was back in Golf on the return home. Now, they had given us the term broke dicks, and that's cool and everything, because my hip being needed replaced proved them right and me wrong. I didn't want to be broken, and I didn't want to go home. But I came home. And you know what? Ain't much changed. Seems like everywhere I go, there's a rape or something. I have another video that I want to discuss that don't have nothing to do with rape, but let's go on with this first. You know, the thing about rape, and it's really, really fucked up, is that, you know, we do a lot of victim blaming, and that's not cool. Now, the other day I put up a video about women should be prosecuted for false accusations of rape. My opinion on that still hasn't changed. I think that they should. But you know, you have to teach your child right from wrong. I don't give a damn if you're black, white, Asian, what the fuck ever. You need to teach your children right from wrong. And you also have to teach them that sometimes what may be right for you ain't right to somebody else. Because we all have millions of opinions on what's right and what's wrong. A lot of us are similar in what's right and what's wrong. You know, don't steal. Don't have sex with somebody else's wife knowingly. Don't be a home wrecker, you know. Don't rape anyone should be like on the top of that list. Don't molest children. Don't rape no one. Don't fucking cut somebody's throat because you just felt like that was something you needed to see. You know, they make movies for that. So, you know, oh yeah, I forgot the most important in language wise, don't call women out their name. Don't be disrespectful. Try your best to teach your kid not to cuss. I don't know where my family went wrong at because I cuss like a motherfucker. But, you know, you gotta try and teach people to walk that straight, right line. I'll be the first to tell you that the truth is not always black and white. Sometimes that shade of gray is closer to the right than the black side or the white side. And sometimes that shade of gray is dead on point. We have to teach our kids right from wrong. We have to teach our daughters to defend themselves. We have to teach our sons to stop trying to rape everything that moves because it has a vagina. Alright? And don't get me wrong, I love women and I love sex, but I'm going to have it consensually. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh yeah, I'm going to take it. I'm going to take her around the alley. I'm going to hit her in the back of the head with a brick and I'm going to take it. No, that is completely wrong. We have to teach our kids the difference between reality and TV. We have to teach our kids that there are things called consequences. And more importantly, as I close out on this whole thing right here, right now, we have to teach our kids that this thing right here used to be the ultimate power. Y'all remember this? Whenever we heard that, we had two options. Stand there and take that ass whooping or run for the hills. But there was just one little consequence when you ran. When you ran, you didn't get one of these. You didn't get that. You got this. Oh yeah, one for good luck. So, you know, we need to bring this thing right here back into the world. I'm James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Havoc 2. Be seeing you.